Hey everybody, I'm back. I am back. So this thunderstorm just absolutely blew up here just over the last 20 minutes. So So we got the National Weather Service in Pleasant Hill issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Cass, northwestern Henry, and southwestern Johnson. A severe thunderstorm was located over Garden City, moving east at 15 miles per hour. 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, half-dollar size hail. So Garden City, Creighton, East Lynn, Gun City, Latour, and Quick City are under the gun. So I literally just well, it's still in there. I got about a half the sandwich and my work shirt off. Then I noticed that cell moving down. So this thing just came out of nowhere, guys. It's another one of these little renegade thunderstorms. It's moving east, but it's really kind of sliding to the southeast. It kind of followed 7 Highway down. So what we'll do is moving very slowly, but basically I'm going to do this and I'm going to kind of slide it more further south. So Uric at 1058, you'll be on the outside edge of it. Hartwell 1113, Garland at 1126, Creighton 1040, Blairstown 1054. Sorry about that. So Quick City 1038, Creighton 1040, Blairstown 1054, Uric 1058, Hartwell 1113, Garland at 1126. Because it is moving a little bit more southeast than due east, kind of how they have this polygon set up. So, but nonetheless, we've got quarter-size hail possible, torrential rainfall. Hi, Julia. I know, Lucky. I'm tired. Every time you guys talk to me, I'm bringing bad news. So the description of the cell shows that it is moving east. I'm seeing more of a southeast, kind of riding along 7 Highway. So we'll kind of see what it does here over the next few minutes. But it does look like, and of course that's the only cell out here. Just had enough where it is actually producing probably some pretty good size hail. We'll see what this next update shows. Yeah, it's still kind of running along 7 here. It is moving east, but it's more south, or more east, southeast than anything. So, it does have pretty good hail core on it. Looks like this is going to be along Z Highway. This is south of 2. We don't, O Highway does not need any more hail tonight. So I'll show you guys a picture of that here if we get a minute to be able to share. Kyla, they will. We do have that chance of a pop-up thunderstorm throughout the night, but these things are just forming along the front. And there's not really a whole lot left of energy for these storms to continue to be severe. We've lost the heat today. The Cape, the amount of available energy that's out there right now is really low, but it is enough to sit there and create an updraft and create some relatively large hail. Excuse me, relatively large hail. So we're going to continue to watch that here over the next few minutes. So we just ended a 4-hour live stream over one cell that started off in west of Appleton City, ended up in Benton County and Pettis County, and finally dissipated. There's nothing left of it out here. So we are definitely watching this cell here. It is really kind of over Garden City, but along Z Highway and 2 Highway. It's moving kind of to the southeast very slowly. So it's going to be affecting, could be affecting Creighton, Urick, Blairstown along N Highway and B Highway heading north out of Urick. So we'll watch this to see if it continues to strengthen here over the next few minutes. I'm sorry, I'm in a t-shirt right now. I still had everything up. Matter of fact, if you notice, the title of this was, I was preparing for it. I seen this cell pop up and I went in and I put round 2 as my title for my live streams. And sure the world, I had to jump on here and we going live again. Hey, Holly. They're good right now, but here's a couple things I'm noticing. Kansas City Metro, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning for hail as well. That's for parts of maybe a little part of Jackson, Wyandotte, over on the Kansas side. This cell on the Missouri side near Liberty is starting to get its act together. We also have another cell that's blowing up over here near Pleasant Hill. So we'll have to watch that. So there's a few storms that are popping up. They're very, very scattered. And obviously from the one we see up here in Kansas City and the one we see near Garden City right now, there's still just enough energy in the atmosphere to produce some hailers. So most of us are likely going to remain dry. I know, Catherine. How many warnings tonight? Can't keep up. Holy cow, it's been the same warning for the last 4.5 hours, it seems like. Crazy. So we're going to stay here since this is got another 25 minutes left. 1.25 inch possible hail. I am live on all my social platforms again with this stream. All of the Subby's Weather Talk, as well as with Storm Track Weather Center, with Radford Media Group on KDKD 95.3 Facebook page, and also you can check out the live feed on the Radford Media Group app that is available on Android and Apple. So I'm going live on all the streams again. We do have a severe thunderstorm. And again, I didn't think the last severe thunderstorm was going to last more than 30 minutes near Appleton City. And we ended up staying online for almost 4 hours. So these things are just hanging on by a thread tonight. So, hey, Becky. Good. We have somebody from Garden City. Lightning and heavy rain going on right now. Thanks for that report, Becky. And we do have a little hail core. I can see it. Right just north of Garden City. This is going to be right along Z Highway. And which comes south from 2 onto 7. That's Z Highway. We have some rural roads. And eventually over towards ZZ south out of Latour. Heading down toward N Highway. So you guys know this area better than what I do. You guys are probably very familiar with these road names, but Z Highway, ZZ Highway, this cell is moving south, southeast. So that's going to be affecting you guys down here along N Highway, likely, with some small hail. Nothing too big's happening with this cell near Pleasant Hill. It not showing signs of it really pumping up. The cell very, very slowly over here near just southeast of Leavenworth. We've got possibility of seeing up to 2.25-inch hail. And again, that's just to the east of Z Highway, mainly rural area, so that's good. They are kind of, well, kind of southeast, similar to this cell here. It's moving kind of east southeast. It's kind of running almost kind of parallel with 7 Highway. This one up here is moving very, very slowly. 7 miles per hour. Joan, that is very, very slow. It's been staying in that same location now for the last 20 minutes. But it is moving east southeast, almost the same spot as that polygon. I'll put it in motion. You know, you had a few cells at the beginning moving due east, and now these are taking more of a southerly turn to that one moist air a little bit further south. So you guys give me just 1 sec. I'll be right back with you. All right, had to take a little break there. So again, we've got a pretty impressive hail core. It's small, but it is dropping some pretty good stones, I believe. And this is going to be along Z Highway and point just to the east by a quarter to half mile. Still remaining just south of 2 Highway. Hi, Alan. In Latour. So Alan, here's Latour, right along 2 highway, and the strongest part of that hill core is right to the east of Z Highway. So Latour is kind of in line if this thing continues in the same path and intensity to go across Latour, and possibility of maybe a $half size hail. So it's still a strong storm right here with a very healthy hail core. So O Highway tonight. Hi Tammy. It's moving east southeast. So here in the polygon, Latour, Rose Hill, Quick City, along N Highway, ZZ running north and south from Latour down to N Highway. This right here is where the strongest of the hail core is just south of 2 Highway. Really on the corner of Z and 2. So just south and east of there by a few miles. Along O Highway, right here. This is kind of in between Clinton and Uric. Along O Highway down near N Highway, right in this area. This is what is happening earlier tonight. I was going to show you guys. Very heavy rain, big hail coming down in buckets, and a lot of hail damage on the vehicles out there along O and N Highway tonight. So thank you, Matt Beatty, for allowing us to share that. Wow, that was a crazy video. Hey, you bet. Thanks for the kind words. We still have about another 15 minutes left of this severe thunderstorm warning. And again, this is going to be for southeastern Cass, northwestern Henry, southwestern Johnson. And for 60-mile-per-hour winds and $half size hail associated with this. It is moving very, very slowly, 7 miles per hour. So you can guess you're going to get some very, very heavy rains. If you live in a low-lying area, flood-prone area, you know the creeks and the rivers are going to be running big time. You could easily get a quick 3/4 to an inch of rainfall out of this as slow as it's moving at 7 miles per hour. Maybe actually tonight we're not expecting a whole lot tonight. Just very, very scattered showers and thunder showers. We're really kind of at the point now where we don't have much energy left in the atmosphere for severe thunderstorms, but a few of them are popping up and just barely making over the severe threshold and which we have one here that is marching down 7 Highway, just east of Garden City right now. Oh, good, Jeff. Thanks for the report. So he said the Hail Corps missed the south part of Garden City. So that's good. Let's run that back through here real quick. Yeah. So basically, let's zoom that in. This storm was just getting started right here. I mean, there wasn't just a little shower in Harrisonville, and then it began to intensify, got to Garden City, and when it hit Garden City, that's when it blew up. And that's where we got right now. So just in a matter of just a few miles, this thing went from just a sprinkle to a severe warned storm. So that's about what we can expect. These things will just pop up, get severe, and then because they're moving so slow, they finally will weaken and die off. A lot of lightning associated with this cell too, down around Garden City. So, and again, hopefully everybody heeded the warnings. Make sure they're prepared for maybe some power outages, especially since this is hitting out in the rural areas. We got 12 minutes left of this severe thunderstorm warning. This cell hadn't moved at all. This thing's been like stationary for 20 minutes. More than that. 35 minutes. Hey, Christina. How's that weather, Rock? Gun City. So you're north of 2. They're in Gun City. I don't know why I can't find Gun City. There it is. Yeah, the cell that's just barely clipping you, Erica. I mean, you can see right here. Here's Gun City. This thing moved and just stayed just to your south by just maybe a half mile. So you're probably seeing a lot of lightning to your south, but it passed you. Hey, Gigafish, Blue Springs. Yes, for right now they are. We don't know what these cells are going to do, but this cell up here, Leavenworth, Lansing, this thing hasn't moved in 35 minutes. It's just stayed there. So, let's go back. Let's put it in motion. So that's been since 9:40. It's been right here. And it's 10:36. Crazy. No tornado tonight. The tornado threat is darn near zero. Hey, Lundy, chance of rotation around Leavenworth? No. These are very, very elevated storms. And on another screen, I won't bore everybody with this, but these cells, like the one we're watching right here, I'm going to show you. This is what I do on my other computer. I check out the heights of the storms. The conditions down toward the surface are just not favorable. We don't have any low-level shear. We have some shear up above us, at 20,000 feet, but that's it. So, So what I like to do is come in here. We can kind of see how high these things are. These things are about 40,000 feet tall. Is what they are running, and then we can jump in here real quick, and we can see these cells and the overshooting tops on them. That's where the hail cores are at, right here. No, this is Radar Omega, Catherine. And I use GR analysis on my other computer, and this is what I keep up with for low level rotations. I take a look at all the cells here, okay, and they're just nothing down on the surface. The conditions aren't favorable. That's the reason why we do not have a tornado chance this evening. We are in the lightning delay at the World Series in Liberty at 291, 210 highways. Be able to finish the game before too long. The boys really want to finish these games. Let me look. Hey, you bet, Gigafish. That's what we're here. That's what we're here for. Glad to have you. $291 and $210 at Liberty. Oh, you're right here. Oof. Well, crazy thing about it, you have this cell right here that's moving in your direction right now, Zach. That's gonna be really hard. It's raining probably light to moderate rain right now for you. Hey Brian, we're just watching for any pop-up thunderstorms tonight. There's a chance one might get a little bit strong, maybe produce some quarter-size hail, but we're not. It's going to be very, very scattered. Most of us are going to stay dry. So yeah, Zach, that's going to be tough. Let's put that in motion. Well, it's not holding together real good, Zach. So if you can breathe by and maybe get a tenth of an inch of rain, just enough, maybe they can throw some some clay, some kitty litter out there. You might be able to. I think this cell over here is going so slow, you can probably play 3 games before this cell gets over to you. So there's a chance. Yeah, they issued a new severe thunderstorm warning in that same spot. Moving 5 miles an hour. Holy cow. So the cell down here, just east of Garden City, it is not moving very fast. It's 7 miles per hour. Right now, the hail core is almost a Latour. Almost a Latour. Take a look at the hail core. Not quite as impressive. Remember when we're looking for a strong hail core, you want to see these grays. Is what you want to see. You want to see grays. That's the larger. That's when you start getting up to nickel and quarter size hail. Is when you get into the grades, and I'm not seeing that right now with this cell. So maybe it's beginning to weaken. Will it move east over Kansas City? Man, I tell you what, I don't know, Lundy. This thing has stayed here in the same area now for an hour. It's moving 5 miles an hour, but it's just it's just wobbling. It's not really moving anywhere. Still moving east at 5. So I think it moved a little south and a little north and a little bit east, all at 5 miles an hour, and ends up in the same spot. Hey, you bet, Alan. And Zach, if you're still listening, 291 and 210, you know that the strongest of the cell is to your west by a couple miles. Then we jump down here to our cell down here, getting ready to come into Latour along 2 Highway. Not looking quite as impressive as what it's done here, say 15, 20 minutes ago, but nonetheless, respect the polygon, as Angie would be proud that I had mentioned. Respect the polygon, and just expect to see some potential for 1/4 inch hail and a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. Lundy. We call these non-moving cells drink cells. Yeah. Yeah. You need to wait for a severe storm outbreak, and every time Storm Shield goes off, you have a drink. Hey, Steph. Well, nothing's moving into Sedalia, but just like this cell down here just east of Garden City, that cell blew up in a matter of about 5 minutes from just a shower to a full-fledged thunderstorm and now severe. So, there's nothing threatening Sedalia right now, but through the night, we're going to have a potential to see some pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Not expecting them to be severe, but they could approach severe criteria, maybe with some quarter-size hail. A tornado threat, we pretty much can call that 0 for tonight. This is going to be mainly maybe a wind gust of 60 and quarter-size hail. They went ahead and allowed that severe thunderstorm warning in Garden City to expire. Christina, lightning detector. Yeah, I don't have anything going on here yet around Clinton, but you can rest assured the minute he hears thunder from 5 miles outside of town, he'll be letting me know. Hit Windsor is going to drop south. Well, honestly, I'd say by the time this thing, unless it regenerates itself, it's probably just going to be a shower by the time it comes over to you. But we do not have a severe warned cell in west central Missouri as of right now. It's still not, the colors are getting more warmer. They're back to the reds. That's about as big as they go, and that's maybe pea-size hail. So we're not looking at a hail core of severe caliber anymore as it's coming into Latour, Rose Hill, along ZZ Highway. So that's good news. We still have a pretty good hail core up here, still south of Lansing, over Hyatt, to the west of Maltby. Over here on the Kansas side. But this cell, and again, has been sitting in the same spot for an hour. Let's take a look. I'm interested to see how much rain they've had so far. That thing has sit over them. Almost 3 inches of rain has fallen because that cell is not moving. We've got 3.5 inches of rain because that cell hadn't moved just to the west of Weatherby Lake. So Zach over 291 and 210. He's right here. They picked up about a half inch or so. So if they can squeeze by this, they can still be able. Oh, there's. I bet that's the fields he's playing on right there. It's going to be really tough for them to get a game finished tonight, probably. Let's see here. Appleton City. Looks like they picked up about 1.5 inches. And 1.5 to 2 inches just to the southwest in Bates County. Let's take a look with Garden City. About 1.5 inches associated with that cell that's moving 7 miles per hour. So very heavy rain. Very slow moving cells tonight, guys. Alright, so since that was our last severe thunderstorm morning for West Central Missouri, right now active, I am going to go ahead and end this stream. And again, what I said before earlier, thank you guys for all the support. Jay Southland Tow and Family Safe Storm Shelters out of Republic, thank you for sponsoring the live feed for Storm Track Weather Center. I will be updating in our Facebook group. I am not going to bed. I'm still going to be watching these cells through the night, and I will likely just update our warnings since they are going to be very scattered. I'll update the warnings on our social media pages. So if you hear a clap of thunder here in 1.5 hours, you don't know what's going on, check our social media pages, and I'll keep everybody in tuned and informed throughout the night tonight. Have a good one, guys.